All right, so I got a reaction coming at y'all real quick, man. Saw this on TikTok not too long ago, man, and I thought it was kind of interesting, man. I thought it was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Dude kind of rubbed me kind of different, man. Y'all, if y'all see what I'm seeing, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not.
I guess I gotta go. I guess it's time to go.
This might be controversial, but like, I'm notorious anyway. You really cannot do anything as a woman with a man without that man expecting intercourse. Now we can say not all men, but that statement is not holding up strong. That statement not solid enough when it comes to men feeling entitled to a woman's body. It's just not. If a man take you out to dinner, what do he feel entitled to? If a man fly you out, what do he feel entitled to? If a man take you on a date, what do he feel entitled to? If a man give you money, what do he feel entitled to? If a man compliment your dress, what do he feel entitled to? If a man hold open the door for you, what do he feel entitled to? What do these men feel entitled to? Let's be honest, bro. Y'all gonna disagree with me, but I feel like everything should be public. Everything should be done public until he your boyfriend.
Now, that last part, I agree with. I feel like y'all shouldn't be doing shit till y'all get married. Y'all shouldn't be, it shouldn't be no exchanging of time like that. Y'all should be chaperoned in some form of fashion. He shouldn't be passing out no money until y'all married. Because that's not his responsibility. At this point, he's just trying to get to know you. So what would be the point of you going over to his residence? That's the part that get me. What would be the purpose of going to his residence? It said me leaving when he kicks me out for not having sex with him. What the hell was you there for? That's not the place to get to know somebody. You going to their place of residence. That's not the place to get to know somebody. So I agree with the brother. Everything should be public. Everything should be at a neutral spot where it ain't no, you know, everybody know what you think. If a brother invites you over to his house, you should already have some clue of what he wants you to do when you get there. I want to get something right quick, because this go for the sisters too. This is Proverbs chapter 6, and I'm going to start at verse 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? Why did I get that? Because we like to put ourselves in situations where it's hard for us to fight the temptation. That's the point of this verse. Because when you read from 23 down, it's talking about dealing with a whorish woman. So imagine if you put yourself in a situation as a woman with a man that you find attractive, because that's the only reason you're talking to him, right? That you find him attractive. So why would you put yourself in a position to have to fight that temptation stronger? If you put fire in your lap, you finna get burnt, man. If you walk across hot coals, your feet finna burn the hell up, man. It is what it is. So why would you put yourself in that position? Why would you do that? Let's go back through it.
I guess I gotta go. I guess it's time to go.
This might be controversial, but like, I'm notorious anyway. You really cannot do anything as a woman with a man without that man expecting intercourse. Now we can say not all men, but that statement is not holding up strong.
Now, when I hear things like this from a man, right? My first thing that I think is you like men. That's the first thing I think. Because I would think that you being in a position where you're trying to correct the other brothers, that you don't think like that. So if you, as a man, you think like that, that means there's other men that possibly think like you. Because I was one of those brothers where I didn't feel like I was owed something because, you know what I'm saying, I did something for you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time I was doing it out of because I just liked you, and you know what I'm saying, I wanted you to have the shit. So I thought, you know what I'm saying, you speaking in these type of frames, you will be one of the men that don't think like that. So I don't know. Maybe you know what I'm saying, maybe you ain't on that type of time. I don't know. But that don't make a lot of sense to me.
Statement not solid enough when it comes to men feeling entitled to a woman's body. It's just not. If a man take you out to dinner, what do he feel entitled to? If a man fly you out, what do he feel entitled to? If a man take you on a date, what do he feel entitled to?
And that's what I was going back into earlier when I was speaking. Those things, like think about it, right? Why would, as a woman, would you allow a man to fly you out When you even hear the like, what would be the reason for you to fly out to this man? What would be the reason? If a man buying you food, taking you on dates and giving you money, what's supposed to come with that? Because let's just go according to the Bible. We're just gonna go according to the Bible. Before that was your woman, her father was responsible for her food, her clothing, and her place to stay. Once that was my responsibility, ass came with that. Once I started having to pay for stuff for you, you was supposed to be mine. So we got this warped way of thinking with this dating stuff where the women want the men to go and dig into their pockets to do all these different things, but y'all don't want them to expect anything. But these same women, they expect a man to pay on the first date. Let's keep it a stack. Most men don't want to do that. Most men don't want to be put on a rack for, okay, all these dates I gotta provide for. She gonna have to get my time, my money. Then if she follow all the time, she gonna want me to give her some money for that. But all I get is your time. You get my time, my money. You know what I'm saying? You get my emotional stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when you call him with that issue, you're gonna be crying on the phone. You're gonna want me to help you with a solution, right? Stop it, man. I got something right quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and I'm gonna start at verse 6 and I'm gonna jump. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. Why did I get this? Because the women that get into these bags where y'all are doing stupid stuff. Y'all are doing stupid stuff. Why would you go to a man's house? Why? What would be the thought process behind you going to this man's house? You're dumb. He wants you over there because it's more comfortable to have sex there. Why would you go over there? If y'all ain't in that phase and you don't want to have sex with him, why would you be at his house? Why would you do that? That don't make sense. Let me read it again. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. Because you got to be a lustful sister to be even in a mindset where you think it's okay to go to a man's house. And you don't want to have sex with him, but you go into his house by yourself. Even if you don't fall to the temptation of wanting to do that, what if he was to do something sideways to you? Protect yourself at all times. That don't make sense. But I'm going to read the type of brothers that these women run into. Verse 1, for note also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but not denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So they give you a long list of the characteristics of the type of men that these women like. Just keep it a stack. Because when you get down to verse 6, he said these are the type of men that creep into houses and they do these bad things to these stupid women. Silly women are stupid women. That's what the Bible's saying. Why would you put yourself in a position to be, because let's just say he in a bag where he is without natural affection. A brother not having natural affection, he wouldn't see an issue with sexually assaulting you. He wouldn't see an issue with it, but you at his house alone. It said incontinent. Incontinent means you have a lack of self-control. Why would you be in a room with somebody who lacks self-control? Why would you be in a private setting with somebody who don't have self-control? Women y'all gotta get smarter. Y'all gotta get smarter with dealing with these type of situations because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. You should have never been over there in the first place. But let's continue.
If a man give you money, what do we feel entitled to?
Because that's how it goes. I don't think y'all understanding this shit. I really don't. Because it's the same for both sides. When women give you their body, they want some money from you. They want you to start going through the process of helping to take care of her. That's just what it is. And that's how it's supposed to be. According to Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. If this woman give you her body, you're supposed to be in a mode of thinking to start to take care of her. That's Bible. So why does that not sound natural for a man? If I'm giving you money, I need something that I want in return because you wanted the money. I want something too. We acting like this ain't just natural stuff. This is natural. But we like to play these damn games. Dating is prostitution at the end of the day. Y'all don't want to call it that, but that's what it is. Y'all don't want to get into these modes where y'all learning each other before y'all ever come into contact with each other physically. Y'all want to have sex with each other, but then y'all don't want to do the marriage stuff. Stop. Don't make sense, man. Don't make sense.
If a man compliment your dress, what do we feel entitled to? If a man hold open the door for you, what do we feel entitled to? What do these men feel entitled to? Let's be honest, bro. Y'all gonna disagree with me, but I feel like everything should be public. Everything should be done public until he your boyfriend.
Everything should be done public until he your husband. Everything should be done public until he your husband. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to accredit him. Why would I pull this? Because you showing up into this man's house by yourself, that's way too much credit. If you're not in a mode where you feel like you comfortable enough to have sex with this man ain't put no name on no documents to say, okay, you my woman. But you at his house by yourself. You give that man way too much credit. How you know you're not gonna show up and he got his homeboys over there? Huh? How you know you ain't gonna show up and he like one of these Jeffrey Dahmer types? We gotta start really thinking about the world is way too dangerous right now for women to just be doing stuff like this. Just to keep it a stack. Y'all gotta start moving smarter, man. Because I'ma just keep it a stack. Most of these men don't like y'all. They don't like y'all like that. So y'all making these bad decisions on y'all own. And y'all don't like the consequences. Y'all not gonna take a responsibility for the consequences because at the end of the day, when you get yourself in these bad situations and scenarios, it's both of y'all fault. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Let's get some more right quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Why did I get this? Because the process of this is to get married first. That's the process. You get to know this person. Y'all ain't dealing with each other sexually at all. Y'all shouldn't be dealing with each other like that at all. Y'all should be getting to know each other. Y'all baseline align. Y'all both believe the same things. Both of y'all going in the same direction. Y'all get married. Now y'all can start doing the sexual stuff. That's the only time you should be at this man's house by yourself because he's moving you in because y'all finna start a life together. Let me read it again. Let all things be done decently and in order. Because if you at this man's house by yourself, obviously you're out of order if he got to kick you out because you wouldn't do something that married people do. It's a very simple concept. It's a very simple concept. And also these sisters, y'all gotta think circumspectly. Y'all gotta think about all possible outcomes. What could possibly happen if I go over this man's house and I don't want to have sex with him? What could possibly happen if I go over here and he in a bad area and he one of those murderous type guys where he like to put his hands on women? Do you know him enough to know that he ain't that type of guy? Because you obviously didn't know that he wanted to have sex with you. Or you pretended like you didn't know. But you know, it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because brothers like this is weird to me. And I agree with his last point. I do. But why wouldn't you put yourself in a group where you actually care about the sisters and, you know what I'm saying, you don't expect something from them? That make me think. And it was something else I seen on your page. I wanted to see what type of content you make. It was something else on your page. I was like, that don't look right. But it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because I'm tired of this. Me personally, I'm tired of men and women making these bad decisions. Y'all just doing stuff at the end of the day. Y'all just doing stuff. It don't make sense. Protect yourself at all costs. One of the easiest ways to protect yourself is to prove somebody. Make sure this person is who you think they are. You go into their house by yourself with no supervision, no protection. That's not gonna work, man. There's too many stories where sisters then got themselves in bad positions. Either he did something foul to you, or you done got knocked up because you couldn't handle the temptation either. Now y'all miserable because y'all really shouldn't have been together in the first place. But you know, to each his own, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. To each his own. Y'all can just do what y'all want to. You can't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's 2023. We ain't got to do things the right way. So you know it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.